Why I refuse to give up on impossible cases. So when I think back to the moment that the doctor told me I'd never have children, the thing I remember most wasn't the words, it was the emptiness that followed. Like it was the possibility of the life that I'd imagined for myself that had just been stripped away. At this point, there was no plan, there was no alternative, just this overwhelming feeling of being utterly alone in my journey. If you've ever sat in that same chair and you've been holding back the tears, trying to make sense of what comes next, you'll understand exactly what I mean. It's not just the loss of the dream, which obviously there is. It's the loss of trust in your body, trust in the experts, trust in the idea that things will get better. And that wasn't me. That's not who I intrinsically am. That moment where it was utter confusion, utter loss, despair, not knowing where to turn and what to do. That moment didn't just change my life. It defined the mission that I'm on today. So I was failed by the system twice. First, when I was 20, dealing with debilitating whiplash after a car accident. And then again, I was told that my fertility was gone after an operation for endo. Each time, the answers I got weren't enough. They were band-aids at best, outright wrong at worst. They were outright wrong at worst. But instead of staying stuck in that frustration, I channeled it into something bigger. I learned that healing is not about ticking boxes on a checklist or treating the symptom. It's about understanding the bigger picture. It's about asking why over and over and over until the real answer emerges. And that's exactly what I bring to the women who work with me. I don't care if you've been told that your case is too complex, that your only option is donor eggs, that you're too old. No one knows, it's unexplained. There is no such thing as unexplained, by the way. I've been there and I know how it feels to be dismissed. And I refuse to let that be the end of your story. If there's something that I can do, we'll find it. What makes my approach different is that it's personal. Every step that I've taken, from studying the science of fertility to embracing the wisdom of Eastern medicine, that's all been driven by my own journey. When I say that I understand what you're going through, that's not just words. I've lived it. And that's why I don't shy away from the tricky cases. Because many IVF clinics, many other people will say that their success rate is huge, and that's because they pick the easiest cases very often. If you have the right attitude, if you demonstrate to me that you are the type of person who can work and be coached and take on board the things that we are working towards in building your fertility, then I am more than happy to work with you. In fact, I welcome these tricky cases because I love it when we go deeper and when we start treating the root causes rather than just thinking that fertility is a one-size-fits-all problem, and we really start working with the root of what is going on and looking at that puzzle that's waiting to be solved. It's the best feeling in the world when you sort that out. I mean, I had one client, her AMH was so low that she was told IVF just wasn't worth trying. There was another one, she spent years on this roller coaster of miscarriages and heartbreak. They were different cases, both of them told, give up, there's no hope, we can't do anything for you. They both came to me as their last hope, almost at the point where, well, we've tried everything else, so we might as well try this. Today, your mums. No mums. It's not about creating miracles. These aren't miracle babies. It's about creating clarity. I'm here to show you that your body isn't broken. It is just communicating with you, and we're missing the messages. Quite lost in translation. The question is, what is it telling us? And are we willing, not unwilling, are we willing to uncover the root cause messages that it's giving us so that we can then start to understand what is the problem underlying your fertility challenges, and then rebuild your health step by step to give your body what it needs to thrive, so that these symptoms up here that traditional medicine will put a band-aid on are no longer there. So when you work with me, you're not just signing up for a program, you're stepping into a partnership with someone who sees you, someone who understands the pain and the hope tangled up in this journey. And you won't stop until we've explored every single possible avenue. So if you've been told it's hopeless, I want you to ask yourself this: is that the truth? Or is it just someone else's opinion? I'm here to tell you something that no one told me when I was in your shoes. Hope isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. And it's the first step toward transformation. I'm here if you want to take that step together.